do you set up your planner to keep you motivated and productive all year long? Come along, I'll show you. Hello, if you're new here, hi, my name is Sarah and I love to plan and share my tricks to stay optimized and organized, but have fun at the same time. So today I will be doing my Erin Condren Life Planner setup. This is the 7x9 vertical in the Inspire design. Y'all, this planner is my ride or die. This is the planner that I've been using for the last 8 to 9 years. Every year I set it up and I go back to my notes pages and they keep me really inspired and motivated. So definitely be sure to download these pages. They're free. You can print them, stick them in your planner. All you need to do is sign up for my newsletter. This whole process of setting up your planner, I believe, really sets the tone for your entire year. Like the way you set it up, the way you optimize it to work for you. What works for you may not work for somebody else. So find what you like, enjoy it, have fun, reflect, and visualize the upcoming year. This whole process for me is really magical. It really helps me be a better me. I feel like every year I improve, but I also find out who I am. I feel like that whole process is very special and your planner can do that. If you like any of these products that I'm sharing with you today, definitely check the links below. I'm an Erin Condren affiliate, so I do get a little kickback for everything you buy, but it's at no cost to you and it helps me a lot. I absolutely love the products, so I would promote them even if I didn't get anything. And without further ado, let's jump right in.
Let's get started. So this is the Erin Condren Life Planner in the 7x9 size, the vertical layout. I just snapped in my sticky note dashboard, and all of the life planners come with this stunning vellum page at the beginning. This year's design is Inspire by Ettavee, a very colorful and vibrant design. Let's get started with the Year at a Glance page. So I'm using these transparent dot stickers to color code different dates in the Year at a Glance mini month section. I'm going to be using different colors for different things like events, birthdays, and I'm going to start from January 2024, of course. So I am blocking off these past months, which already happened. I don't want to look at them, so I'm just grabbing this blank sticker paper to just cover this up. I didn't cut it well, so I need to trim it a little bit. I don't love like the difference in the papers, so I'm just going to grab my Inspire washi tape just to kind of cover up that awkward border there. And I'm going to grab my Inspire sticker book. There are some great stickers here that I just want to use to cover up this space, mainly to just add quotes and make it pretty. I don't have much function for this area here outside of a key, so I'm going to make a quick key to mark specific colors that I'll be using so I remember which ones are the birthdays, which is the travel holidays. I use this page very functionally, but it also ends up looking very beautiful with all of the colors. And for me, it is so important to reflect and understand what is happening throughout the year. I don't know about you, but for me, like there are certain things, certain events, travel that I know that will be happening way beforehand. Let's just say, first of all, Go Wild. The Go Wild Planner Conference is happening on April 18th, so I have that date very, very marked in my head, so I want to lay it down here because this is the first year that I'm going. I've been wanting to go for the last 5 years, so I am like beyond excited to go. So I'm definitely going to mark it here, and there are certain travel days that I already count for. people use this page very differently. Some quick ideas to write down your paydays, to write down your kids' school events, holidays. I've heard people use it that way. For me, it's mostly just a catch-all place where I write down, as you can see in the key, birthdays, events, travel, holidays. I might add appointments, like if I know I have appointments ahead of time, maybe I'll open up that category. In my other planners, like in my business planner, I write down like important holidays or dates I have to account for, I have to keep in mind because I need to block out my consultation calendar. There are so many functional ways to use this page. You don't necessarily have to use stickers. In my other planner setup video, you can see me actually just using dot markers. And that's perfectly fine because you can just mark it with a dot and you'll be able to see the date right through it. But this is my main planner. This is the one that I want to look the best. So naturally, I love using stickers. And Erin Condren launched some square transparent stickers like this for this year, which are probably more functional. I haven't tried them out yet, but I'll link them below so you can see. They're mainly made for this page, but I had these in my sticker book, which I was probably not going to use for anything else. So I decided to place them here. Plus, I love the golden edge on the dots. In this box, I'm just going to place some quotes, make it look cute, and I love my quotes, so keeping them here will remind me to look over them, and it won't be just a blank square. Sometimes I just feel like we fill things up just to cover up the space. Do any of you do those things? Yeah, I'm definitely guilty. I do have like some white space there in the middle. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. Maybe, I'll need that space as the year goes by. I'm sure jot down notes or anything. That was my year at a glance page. Now we're moving on. I don't know what you call this page. I call it the monthly overview because there's 12 boxes. And then I have the monthly sticker book. I love these sticker books mainly just for the month scripts. They're so beautiful, and I really, really wanted to add the pop of color to this page because of the beautiful like splashes of color at the top. I just thought these foiled dates would look so beautiful here. So I'm just going to set them down. How do I use this page? First of all, I see people using this page very, very differently. Some people don't even use them for months. Like they just may write goals and they may write reading lists, like books they want to read, like a little book report for each square, projects. Like the possibilities are endless. That's why they're not marked. I think before they had the dates on them, but now they're so customizable. Of course, I am a very like chronological person. Like I love seeing the months laid out, and this year I did a very neutral spread, so I used it to mark a focus of the month, an event coming up, something I want to do for fitness, mental health. So I used each line very thoughtfully in this space. And I kind of plan to do something like that this year, where I'm going to write something very important to keep in mind for the month. And I do this before my monthly planning. And I really want to keep myself accountable to read. So I have these adorable book stickers by a Happy Blue Tree, and they're just large enough for you to be able to write down the title of the book. So I really want to read one book per month. It's my goal. This year, I think I've only read about 5 books in the whole year, 5 to 7, I believe. So I really want to hit for that 12, that magical number, at least for me. And this is a great way to do it. So I'll write the book that I want to read, and then I'll also use it to write a monthly focus, a reminder, just an overview, and I'll use these stickers for each month. So I'm really excited for this page. these are the months remaining for 2023. I got an 18-month planner as a gift, but I'm more of a January through December planner. So I'm just going to rip them out. And that's really good because that's going to create a lot of space in my planner. My planner gets really bulky by the end of the year with all the stickers. And I'll probably use the pages for something else. I don't like anything going to waste.
So before setting down my notes pages, I want to make sure that they are arranged in the order that makes the most sense and that I have enough pages in my planner to stick these on. So I'm going to do a quick review and with some sticky notes, write down where I'm going to set down each note page. So before printing them out, I do this, and then once I print them out, I know where they will be arranged. So I print, I cut, and I stick in my planner. If you're going to be printing them out, they will be at the right size, but you just need to cut around them. You just need to trim the edges to make them fit in your planner.
So I planned out my notes pages. I know exactly what is going where, marking them down with the sticky notes. And I want to start off by reflecting on the previous year. I have this page available for you to download, of course. And there's one that's already like pre-filled, like with the highlight reflection like this. And there's one where you can just fill it out yourself, like achievements or whatnot. And I think this page is really important because it's so important to start off the year by reflecting on what happened before. This exercise really helps me, set the tone for the upcoming year. And I realized there are things that I hadn't thought about, like things that I achieved that I hadn't realized. And of course, for a successful year, you want to set your goals. So before I used to set like 12 goals. Now I narrowed it down to 6. And I have a page like this that's already kind of pre-filled with categories, but there's one that's customizable. This is probably my favorite notes page out of all of them. When I was designing it, I was just thinking of a little suitcase where you can write the name of the city that you want to travel to and check it off in the little heart checkbox, which is really fun to do once you travel, like when you're planning it out and then after you travel, you just check it off. It's such a beautiful moment. This year I already know one place where I'm traveling, which is Guadalajara, to visit my sister. Galactic Kitty Edits, my editor. So once I get there in March, I'm going to cross it off, and then I'm traveling to Puerto Vallarta as well. So I'm going to be filling it out pretty soon. Books to read. Now I know this is a little bit redundant with the front part of my planner where I already kind of wrote books, but this way I'll just kind of rate them as well, and I'll color them in once I read them. Movies to watch, also with some stars for me to rate the movies. My husband and I love movies, and we get so excited about some that are coming this year, or even old movies that we've never watched. I'll add them here and I'll rate them because we just love it so much. I didn't include a movie like a series. I should have, like, now that I'm thinking about it, but movies is good enough for me. Then this wish list helps me plan out purchases, because sometimes there's large purchases that you want to make, but you want to research your products and make sure, wait until there's a sale. So I definitely love this page. And then my wellness and fitness tracker. I really love, to take care of my body. I know it's not always possible, but I love this page to keep me accountable. And I have a whole video on how to fit fitness in a busy routine, so check it out. This page is a little weird, where, just inspirational quotes. I am a quote hoarder. Let me know in the comments if you're like me, you hoard quotes, but I definitely do that, and I love keeping them in one place. So I decided to make this page. And then life bucket list. I update my bucket list about every 3 years. I know that sounds weird, but it was time for me to update it, so I wanted to include it here in my planner. And let me know in the comments, do you flip back to your planners like for past years? I do it all the time. And this is just a great way to kind of remember what you were thinking, what you were doing at that time. This planner also comes with stickers and a pocket. So I'm going to do a quick flip through of what we prepared. Of course, here's the year at a glance section to remind you of things happening throughout the year. This is my monthly overview with the beautiful foils, so colorful. And then you have your monthly views, and going back to the notes pages at the end. I'm just going to do a quick flip through of the notes pages I included, and there are about 15 pages. You know, pick the ones that you like the most, the ones that you'll be using. Let me know in the comments, will you be using them? How? I'm excited. How are you setting up your planner? If you have tips as well, let me know. I love to hear from you. And then of course, these beautiful sticker pages, which sometimes I'll use to make a whole weekly spread.
Thank you so much for making it to the end of the video. I appreciate you so much. Let me know in the comments, how are you going to be setting up your planner? Which planner will you be using? If you have any questions, definitely leave them in the comments below. Email me, DM me on Instagram. I am all over the place. I really hope to hear from you. I just want to say thanks again. I appreciate all of y'all's support. I said it before, but last year I posted a video on how to set up your planner, and I have had more than 13,000 views on that video, which is insane to me. I did not expect that. So I am so happy. I appreciate you all so much. Thank you so much. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like, subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe, and if you enjoyed this setup video, I have my A5 Daily Duo, so watch this video next. I also have a video on which pens work great with the Erin Condren, so don't forget to watch that as well. See you next time. Bye!